You don't have a hat today?
I don't even.
You like your new haircut?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable now?
Oh yeah.
You all ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let me know when we're going to start.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Connected. I'm Larry Formato, and this is my sidekick, Willie Fats. So, Willie, I've been getting a lot of emails from people wanting to know why we haven't been doing any shows lately.
Okay.
And I just answered them and blamed it all on you.
You blamed it on me?
I did. I blamed it all on you.
That's what the sidekick's for, I guess.
Well, the truth of the matter is we set up a new office, and we've got a new studio now, and
Yeah. New chairs.
New chairs, nice comfortable chairs.
Oh, nice, comfortable.
They're very comfortable. So I think what we should do is we should probably just go back in time a little bit and think about some of the shows that we already did, and some of the mistakes that we made along the way, and talking about mistakes that we made along the way. My favorite mistake is when we were doing a show with Eric Miller and our phone went off
Oh, yeah.
with the alarm.
Yeah.
What do you think about that show?
Well, you got to remember, that was before, because the cameras were only going 20 minutes.
Right.
And it was just us two.
It was
So
just us.
we couldn't determine how long those cameras were running. So that's when I had gotten my phone and gotten that countdown.
With the rooster.
Right.
The big idea
Well,
of the rooster.
Well, during that show, we're going along, and I kick you once. You just look at me, and I look down, and it says 30 seconds, so I hit you again. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, and there it went, and your look and phrase was priceless.
It was. And
It
in
was
fact,
priceless.
one of the things that we did in our old shows, well, with the exception of probably maybe the last one or two, is my signature cigar. And I'm just thinking that right now, I don't have my signature cigar with me. But I bet you I can ask our assistant to bring it over to me.
That's true.
So, Lori, would you bring me my cigar, please? I have to have my cigar.
Gotta have the cigar.
Gotta have a cigar.
Made men.
Thank you, Lori. There we go. Now I feel better. So we talk a little bit about that show, and I think we're going to share, a piece of that with
Oh, absolutely.
with our viewers, right?
Yeah, we could show that one more time, absolutely.
What do you think? Is that something we should do?
Yeah, because it was priceless.
I thought so too. So why don't we do that right now?
And they get the phone call to stop, and they didn't listen, and then someone come in and break a chair over somebody's head.
Yeah.
And there was a story out of Denver where a PETA, of all things, they needed a market maker for their 15C211.
What
What is
the
that?
fuck was that?
That's the alarm to let us know the cameras are about to shut off.
That's the alarm to let us know the camera's about. We have to every 20 minutes, I guess. Was it 20 minutes already?
Yeah, that was 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm looking at my clock. Yeah,
You got
that is
10
funny
seconds
shit.
on
Like
this
a
camera.
Mr. Market maker for the
It's a
15C211.
What
What is
the
that?
fuck was that?
That's the alarm to let us know the cameras are about to shut off.
That's the alarm to let us know the camera's about. We have to every 20 minutes, I guess. Was it 20 minutes already?
Yeah, that was 20.
Okay, so what do you think, Will? It never stops getting funny.
It never does. It never does.
It never stops.
I laugh every time I see it.
Talking about laughing every time you see things, it's like when I look at you.
All right, here we go.
No, here we go. What is that? Here we go. I remember who was on first.
We tried this whole thing and we
it
learned
it didn't work.
it didn't work
we
out.
learned not to do it, right? So
we learned
tried
not
that
to do it.
in the very first show.
Actually, we tried it in a couple shows and we just kept editing it out every show.
Did we have any of it in anywheres?
Oh, we have it. We just don't have it in the show because we edited it. But we could definitely upload something to where, but it would make me look kind of dumb.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because.
Come on.
No, because you would be like, So who's on first? And then I guess I would either say the wrong thing or not what I'm supposed to say.
Well, did you know that you're a baseball fan?
Oh yeah, oh
Right.
yeah.
Not that you don't know it. You are a baseball fan. Right?
Mhm.
And in the Baseball Hall of Fame, there are 2 people in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and this is a fact, folks. You can go look it up.
Oh boy, here we go.
2 people that are in the Baseball Hall of Fame that never played the game,
Yeah,
never had anything to do with the game,
right.
didn't announce the game, wasn't a manager, wasn't anything. Had absolutely nothing to do with the game, but they're in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
And who would that be?
I was just going to ask you.
That didn't have anything to do.
Didn't have any. You know what?
It's gonna be
In
them
fact,
two.
Maybe
it's
I
gonna be them 2 stand-up guys.
maybe I shouldn't.
Didn't they
even
wear
say,
all black?
Maybe I shouldn't even say anything at all, and let our viewers,
Yeah.
call us and give us some answers or email us.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you are going to email us, you're going to email us at connectedwithlarry@gmail.com. That's connectedwithlarry. Want to help?
Mhm.
Help out there.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Or
Or
they can just do the simple thing
Like
and
call?
leave. Well, they could do that, or they could just leave a comment underneath the video, just giving us their answer.
oh, they could do that too, but
Yeah.
that's not fun. But you can call at 941-244-2392.
Do you
Hey,
not,
I've got everything here, man.
do you not know our number?
I don't know our damn number. Are you
Oh.
kidding me? I'm looking at my number.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to say it one more time. 941-244.
hmm
Oh, you don't know our number?
I don't know it either.
2392. Willie doesn't know it either.
2392.
2392. And the
I
email
got it.
is connectedwithlarry@gmail.com.
Don't forget connected with Larry.
Okay, so back to my little trivia thing here with you.
It's got to be the 2 guys that did the first base thing. That are, the comic guys.
You don't know who that is, do you?
No, but I can picture them. They would wear the black suits and the black glasses.
Actually, it was kind of, it's a little funny because, one guy was like tall and thin, and the other guy was a little shorter and stocky,
Mhm.
Kind of reminds you of anyone?
Let me guess. I don't know.
Well, listen, folks, I'm not even going to let you email us or talk to us about it. I'm just going to tell you who it was. It's Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello are the only 2 people that are in the Baseball Hall of Fame that never had anything to do with the game. And that's all because of why?
Because of their little skit.
Which was what?
Their first base skit.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
Their first base skit.
No, it's Who's on First.
There you go. Who's
No,
on first?
not There You Go. There You Go is on third.
See, this is what we're running into right here.
No, you don't run into them. Who's on first?
I have no clue.
What's on second?
Somebody.
No, somebody's out in right field.
Wow. I'm lost.
You're lost.
Mhm.
You're no fun. He's no fun, folks. He's no fun. I can't get this guy to. We've been doing this for a year now, and he still doesn't get it.
Nope. A year, and that's why we edited all of it.
Terrible.
Terrible.
So I told you what my favorite little scene was.
Mhm.
What was yours? And you
Um,
can't use mine because I already said it.
no, are we doing funny moments or just overall throughout the whole, all the shows?
You know what? Today's kind of a
I'll-
special day because we haven't done a
Yeah.
show in a while.
I think when you go back to the shows, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say it's got to be the guy that was with Supermarket for Crime.
Oh.
Because the more he told the story, the more we laughed. Just to think about a guy who gets thrown out of a window. Do you remember that? He gets thrown out of a window, and then he gets stabbed, and then to top it all off, he's using the crime lord's car to take her out. Remember all that? Like
I do, and in
it's-
fact, have some of that.
Mm.
We
Oh
should
yeah.
we should show just a little bit of that right now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So you go to your girlfriend after you get busted in the parking lot, right?
Yep.
And then you confess to her that you got busted. They want you to flip on your boss, and she's screwing your boss.
Right.
And so you trust her enough to tell her this, even though you know she's screwing this guy.
Yeah. It was like a...
Willie, would you do that, Willie?
Man, I don't know. I don't think I would trust her.
What it was is she was hooked on the drugs real bad, and he would give her bags of methamphetamine for her services.
Right, but what would you have done if she went back and told him that you were going to flip on him? Because for sure
You know what? I never thought of that.
He would have killed you for sure.
Oh yeah, because he tried to anyway. He tried to run me off the road. One of his cronies did.
Right, yeah.
When I was driving down the road.
Okay, so now you got the naked picture of her with him. So now you're going to confront him. Is that what you do?
I confront him with the picture. He had my car because he borrowed my Corvette to take his wife to the movies. Drive in there.
Wait a second.
So I
Hold it.
I
Stop.
drove out.
Stop.
I had
Stop.
his car.
Stop the presses. He's screwing your girlfriend, but he's taking his wife to the store.
To the movies.
Yeah,
To the
he's
movies.
married.
To the movies. So he's married, taking his wife to the movies and screwing your girl on the side.
And using his
And using your car to do it.
Yep.
Willie, explain this all to me, Willie. Holy gosh. What the heck? It never, ever, ever
stops. It never
stops.
ends. It never ends. To know that here, you're getting ready to turn in this guy, and you get him in trouble, and he's still like, "Oh, use my car, take her out," Well,
you did turn him in, and then he went into the witness protection program.
And we have that show as well.
And we did 3 segments, I believe, on that.
On the witness protection.
On the witness protection, and that was our biggest viewing show.
And that's actually kind of hilarious too, to know that you can turn somebody in and get rich afterwards. You imagine, when was that, 70s?
That was the 80s.
80s. So if they did that in the 80s, I wonder what they do now and how much money they actually give you now.
Well, I don't know the answer to that, but I would think that the people that they're getting to cooperate now are on a much higher level.
Yeah, I think you would have to turn somebody in that's pretty major.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think, just turning in somebody small would. I mean, you gotta imagine, there's probably a lot of people in protective custody kind of deal.
They might be sitting right next to you, you never even know.
This is true.
So, that was a joke. No. But who knows, we've got Lori over there, our assistant, you never know who your neighbor could be.
I thought I saw her online.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
A lineup.
But I can't remember what the crime was.
Alright, so we've got the witness protection program, and we had a lot of viewers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were really interested in what was going on with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you that if any of you that are out there want to ask us some more questions, or you know someone, or want to know someone, or we're not going to hunt anyone down for you, by the way.
Nah.
But you can certainly call us at 941
244
244
2392
2392, or connected with Larry at gmail.com. So we're going to have some pretty cool shows coming up, and one of my favorite artists, is HAYSTACK.
Oh yeah.
And
love his stuff.
He's great, and we had a great interview with him.
Oh yeah.
And so we're gonna have him back on here very soon. And then Lorenzo
Don't
Cole.
forget.
What?
Don't
What?
forget.
I didn't
His
forget.
new stuff has just come out.
Yeah.
So you guys gotta check that out. I know you sent me a couple of his new stuff. So, and that stuff's already on YouTube. And it's not bad. It's really good, his new stuff.
Well, maybe
So-
we should give him a call and see what he's up to.
Yeah, maybe getting back on the show. That would be
We
great.
could do that.
Yeah.
I could probably call him right now.
Oh boy.
Oh, but I don't know if I should do that to him or not.
Yeah, that'd be putting him on the spot.
That would really put him on the spot. You know what?
Mhm.
We're going to save that for another time.
There you go.
What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, so we let him off the hook.
But it was still a great show because you got the perspective of what it's like to talk to a made person, and he kind of gave you that perspective. And then to hear kind of how you guys met and the whole, him sitting in the car at the end. And
Well, you know, we have that footage too,
yeah,
so we can.
yeah.
I mean, do you want to take a look at that now?
Yeah, we could take a look at some of that. Absolutely,
Well, look at-
it was a very great interview. And
Why don't
it's
you
a-
lead us right into that, Will?
All right, well, let's take a look at Haystack and some of the funny moments.
Thanks. All right.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on.
30, do I got 30 seconds?
Yeah, man. You got as much time as you want.
So we just got my second album, just banging. We've sent it to Los Angeles. Larry and Sonny, they've sent it to Los Angeles to be mastered. But we're listening to the mix, which is pretty good, in a limo that Larry had out back of the house. It's like 11 o'clock, 10:30 at night. So you got to walk out the back door all the way down this like 6-car driveway out to the road, and it's in the Poconos where they got bears at and shit. So we're sitting there, and me and Sonny are smoking blunts. Well, Sonny's a good kid. Him and Larry got a special thing, but so he doesn't want to disrespect his dad. Period. So I'm like, I turned the music up, and he then got high, and he said, "Man," he said, "Man, turn that down some for my dad." He said, "I don't want my dad to come out here." I said, "Bro, check this out. I've been here since Wednesday. It's Friday night. I've seen this guy move maybe 30 feet. He's not coming out here over music. I promise he's not coming out here over no music."
Yeah, man. You got it.
So, like I was saying, I mean, he's just well-rounded, and he seems very down to earth. For a man that's been around the industry for so long, he definitely seems down to earth.
Yeah, pretty cool guy. So we have Lorenzo Cole,
Mm-hmm.
up and coming.
Oh yeah.
He's got a new EP coming out.
Oh really?
Yeah, man.
So that'll be
And
interesting.
I have heard some of the music. It's pretty good, pretty damn good.
Mm.
So we're gonna try to get him back on also,
Oh, that'd be nice.
and then
So he's trying to go more music than he is MMA, because you remember he talked about he was kind of doing quite a bit at that time.
he's still doing MMA.
Is he?
And he just went for a new belt actually.
Oh, wow.
Upgrade, I guess. It's kind of like me. I changed belts on my cars. He changes belts on jiu-jitsu or something. I don't know what it is he does, but we'll have to ask him,
Oh, absolutely.
and we'll find out.
So what we ought to do is we ought to take a break, but let's show some of the Lorenzo footage while we take a break.
You think we should show some Lorenzo stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a break and let's do that right now. Cool. So you draw a lot of your inspiration from the 70s through the 90s music, or that's kind of unusual for like somebody your age, right?
Yeah, the 70s, it's more so on the sound and the mix side of things. Like, I really like the way things sounded in the 70s from a production standpoint. The 90s just had a lot of bands that kind of shaped the sound of the 2000s, I guess. Like, bands like Nirvana and stuff, just kind of like that grunge sound,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So you like the old dirty sound, like the analog instead of digital. Digital is like really clean, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, digital is just a little more, just not real sounding. Sounds a little more just off, like, what's the word? Just sounds kind of tinny, just a little.
Too clean.
Yeah.
Kind of too clean, right? So who were some of your some of the people you draw from as far as your music is concerned? Can you tell us some of your favorites?
Fall Out Boy is one of my favorite bands for sure. Green Day was a big part. Well, they probably were, as far as bass playing goes. Mike there was my biggest inspiration probably. I learned like a lot of Green Day songs starting out. I'm into, as far as like the punk scene goes, I'm really into like the Ramones, the Offspring, if they count as a punk band. Blink 182, some of the pop punk stuff that came later. Just things like that, really.
Cool. So your first instrument that you played was bass?
Yes.
One of my favorite bass players was John Entwistle. You know who he is? He was with the Who.
Oh, I know the Who. I wasn't from
John Entwistle was their bass player. He had hands like this freaking big, man.
Mm-hmm.
He had like the biggest hands almost of anybody I know. And,
Yeah.
he was a great bass player and a really, really good guy. We lost him way too soon, as we do a lot of people in the music business. You know?
Yeah.
So, but getting back to that, so tell us about your career, what you're doing now, and what you think you want to do going forward into 2019.
I have an EP out, the Southern Punk EP that came out in 2017. I've got 2 videos out, one to Going Down, which will be on my LP, Bipolar, of course, the single from the EP. And 2019, I just hope to get more videos out and finish up the LP.
So that was Lorenzo Cole,
Yeah.
and we're going to make sure that we have him on here. And, hopefully we'll have him in the studio and he can do some songs for us live. What do you think, man?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to try to get that done.
Yeah,
Maybe
that would be wonderful, you know.
I think we need to do that. So I got my little iPad here and I'm looking at some of this stuff that we've done over the course of time. And, we had to say goodbye to Homer. You mentioned his name before, so of course, so we had to say farewell to Homer. And so, farewell, Homer.
Farewell.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. All right, so we covered Haystack. We covered John Harris with Supermarket for Crime, and also the Witness Protection Program. Then we had a guy on who is, a real gangster. George the Greek Liveratus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
And, I had many a good time with George, over the years.
Oh, yeah.
In the early 80s. We did a lot of good stuff together. We had probably the biggest penny stock deal in the country in those times. It may even be still today, who knows.
Who was it that y'all went on that trip in the woods and somebody got lost or something?
That was me and George who got lost in the woods.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. That was probably my favorite story of that show.
It was winter time. That was, man. That was good times. George and I made a lot of money back then. We took a stock, Worldwide Ventures. We took it from a penny to $9 a share. And we sold 55 million shares into the market.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And we swept through Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, Palm Springs. Our American Express bills back then were 600, 700,000, sometimes $1 million a month.
That's crazy.
And every now and then I talk to my good friend Jay Surgeon, who is probably one of the most powerful, high-profile criminal attorneys in the country today. And, we often laugh about those times and think about all of that stuff. And, Jay always, says to me that he'll never, ever forget having to walk into the American Express office representing George for the millions and millions and millions of dollars that we finally told American Express to hit the road with.
Oh, wow.
So
they were not.
Those were good times. And talking about that story in the woods, we should probably bring that story up and just keep get some kind of an example of what it was like back then.
Okay.
All right. So one of my favorite stories, George, there was a musical and a movie that was made recently. The movie was made by Clint Eastwood, and it was called Jersey Boys.
Right.
And it was about Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Right.
And in that,
Remember when in L'Ermitage in Beverly Hills, and you sent me to meet Clint Eastwood?
I do remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
He gave us half of his estate for penny stocks.
I listen. I remember that well. I asked you to go see Clint Eastwood, and you and Jim Carrey got on a private jet
Mm-hmm.
and left from Beverly Hills,
Right.
and you went to Carmel, California, to meet Clint
And I
Eastwood
stayed-
to do
I
it.
stayed all night with Clint
Yeah.
in the woods with women, with drinking cognac and talking. And the next day, he gave me half of his estate.
Yeah. That's because we were the best, George. Nobody was better.
Who were the best?
Yeah, we were the best. We took Beverly Hills by storm. But I want to just go back to the story I want to tell. So
Go ahead.
the story I want to tell is Jip DiCarlo,
Right.
who was portrayed in Jersey Boys in the musical and in the movie, was a boss of the New Jersey mob.
Right. He was my associate.
He was your associate.
Yeah.
And my good friend Red and your friend Red
Right.
came to me one day and he said, "Listen, there's this guy, the Greek. They call him the Greek. He knows a little bit about stocks, and he's a gambler, and he's a this and he's a that. But he owed Jip DiCarlo a lot of money, and he claims that." This is the part that I want to be really careful about how I say this, because I think it's cool as shit.
All right.
George the Greek came to us and claimed that the night that Jip DiCarlo died, George was at his house and paid him in full in cash.
All right.
And the only two witnesses, one was dead and the other is alive. Jip DiCarlo died and George is living.
Exactly.
So my friend Red tells me, we're not sure that George really paid him. Can you hook up with this guy and see what you can find out for us?
Right.
So that's my favorite story about you, because you pulled it off. And I know you pulled it off.
Actually, it was 90,000.
$90,000, and that was a lot of money back
I
then.
gave with Porky. You know Porky?
Yeah.
I gave with him. I owe him the money. So he went to Jip, and he said I owe him. And then the Jip died, and Porky died.
It's not funny that he died, but it's funny that you. The reason I love the story is, who's going to say you didn't give him the money?
Right, there was no witness.
There was no witnesses, and so because you gambled a lot with these guys, they couldn't just come out and say, "Oh, you didn't pay him. Fuck you."
Right.
Right?
I know.
You never, all the years I've known you, and I think it's safe to ask you now, because you never really gave a fuck about anybody. So but all the years I've known you, I never ever asked you. So now, for the first time after all these years, I'm going to ask you directly: did you ever pay Jip DiCarlo?
You'll never know. You'll never know. He's up in the heavens.
So you're not, after all these years, you're not going to tell us?
No.
Oh, Lord. All right. So George Doradas probably would be a great guy to get back on the show.
Absolutely.
I don't think anyone can tell stories and have the people that he rubbed elbows and shoulders with like he did back in the 80s. George was a guy who was a real estate guy, and I turned him into the Greek tycoon.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, when we had him on the show, he pretty much made it sound like he was out and about partying it up, and you were the quiet guy in the back room,
He was the guy. I put him up front, and I sent him out to party with everybody from New York to Beverly Hills to Las Vegas to Palm Springs, and we traveled with Frank Sinatra and Jilly Rizzo, and man, we had so many people. Burt Reynolds, we had a lot of cats, and Clint Eastwood, and the names just go on and on and on. So we have to have George back on so we can talk about all of these people. And so for now, I just wanted to say hello to our friends that have missed us because we haven't done a show in a while.
Right.
And I wanted to assure everyone we are back.
Yep.
And I'm Larry Formato.
And I'm Willie Fats.
And that's Willie Fats.
And that's Larry Formato.
And I'm definitely Larry Formato for sure. And we are looking forward to being able to bring you some really good stuff here. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you have any questions, you want to know anything, if you think you have something that you might be able to contribute to the show, contact us, connectedwithlarry@gmail.com, or call us at
941-244-2392.
2392.
Or you can just do the simple way and leave a comment below, because we'll read the comments, and if we think it's something that needs to be looked at, we'll send you one back.
And Willie, we want everyone to hit that subscribe button too.
Oh, absolutely.
And it doesn't cost you money to subscribe.
No.
Some of these old folks, not like me, but don't look at me like that, man. Willie, what the fuck are you doing now?
I have no clue. Hey, it happens.
See,
I had to create that moment.
What you people don't know is during the last break, he just got done telling me to turn my phone off, thinking that it was my phone that was on, but it wasn't.
It was my phone.
It was his. It was his. Anyway, so I'm gonna just excuse her for that.
Okay.
All right. So listen, folks. This is what you got to do. You got to hit that subscribe button because a lot of us people in my age bracket. Well, you're looking at me again like that, man. What is the look for?
There's no look. Carry on.
They think
Your Highness.
they think to hit the subscribe button you have to pay. You have to pay, but you don't. It's absolutely free to subscribe.
Just elbow drop that like button. Then hit the subscribe button. You'll be good.
Just do what?
Elbow drop the like button. Just elbow drop it.
Just elbow drop.
Yep. And then when you hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. That bell will go ding, ding, ding. And when we put out a new video, you won't miss it.
That's what it is?
That's what it is.
Is there anything else we need to tell them before we say goodbye?
No.
Are you sure?
Positively.
Willie says that's it, so I guess that's the end of our show. And just remember one thing. If you want to be connected, you have to do what? Hit that damn subscribe button.
And elbow drop the like button.
And whatever he's saying. Anyway, thank you for viewing us, and we will see you soon.